Okay, hello my darlings. It's Michaela. So I wanted to be in touch a little bit about the journey through shoulder recovery, but also about some of the lessons that I have been reacquainted with in this time. Okay, so when I first dislocated my shoulder at the end of January, I was in a sling. And I actually taught a kettlebell class in one. Not using this arm, immobilizing it, but using my other arm. And one statement that a woman made in class was after we had done some foam rolling on the ground, after we had worked out, she said, "You're so graceful." And I thought, huh, actually, that's interesting, thank you. But why that is because I'm strong. And so it wasn't from being this, magical butterfly that flits from tree to tree. It was more that my body is strong. And so I could support myself in very deliberate and controlled ways without the use of this other arm. So why I bring this up is because of the practicality of strength, but also if you know how to use more of you at any given moment, if there's any weakness in this chain, there's a possibility to offset it without causing more harm, in other places, and without feeling debilitated, basically. So, taking a load off is basically enabled by using this concept called linkage. I've talked about it in the past. I've talked about it with others, certainly that have done kettlebells. But basically, the concept is that you are greater than the sum of your parts. And so what that means is the more you contract of you, the greater force you create, the more power you create in any given thing that you're doing. So what I noticed for myself was, my shoulder, and now I'm out of this sling, okay, what are we going to do? So this shoulder felt, a little bit weaker. So if I'm going to pick something up automatically, I want to pick up my pocketbook. I want to grab the book on the table. And what I realized was like, this feels a little bit weaker. So what do? I think about packing my shoulder on this side. I thought about packing my shoulder on the other side. I think about engaging my belly, squeezing my butt, driving my heels into the ground. And what that does is it takes a load off of this by distributing load through all of this. Okay? So that's super practical in life, and it's also super practical when you have an injury or you're recovering from something. You have a wrist that is inflamed a lot, you have tendonitis in your elbow, your back is tweaked out at this moment. Think about engaging more of you when you're doing any given thing, especially when you have an area that's weak. And what you will do is you will help to give it a rest for a bit without aggravating it, doing the things that you need to do. Okay, so it enables you to function while not overtaxing this little guy that needs a little rest and needs some space to heal. All right, so anyway, I hope that's super useful. And if you have any questions, always please be in touch. Okay, so thank you, and until next time.